Welcome to episode 24 of Discover Ocala, presented by Showcase Properties of Central Florida. I'm Valerie Dailey, your host for this podcast. Today, we are joined by Joe Reichel, Director of the Belleview CEP. Let's learn more. Hey, Joe, how are you today?
Really good.
I'm so happy that you're here on our podcast, Discover Ocala. And normally we talk about what's going on in Ocala, but you know what? I got to thinking Bellevue is really growing by leaps and bounds. There's all kinds of cool stuff going on in there, and Bellevue is part of Ocala. So let's learn a little bit more about what's going on in Bellevue. And I think you're the most appropriate person to talk about that because you basically started the CEP.
Chamber and Economic Partnership. We started the Belleview CEP a little over a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Brand new. Thank you for having me on. This is great, and I do love being able to talk about community, right? And our community is growing, and Bellevue is growing with that. And we started the Bellevue CEP because we recognize that the further away from our downtown Ocala office, the Ocala Metro Chamber and Economic Partnership office, the less connectivity that we had to the community. And
Okay.
so they weren't engaging as much. And so up until 2019, there was a chamber in Bellevue.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And it
Okay.
closed in 2019. And so when that happened, we assumed that businesses that wanted to be a part of the chamber would just join the Ocala Chamber, right? But it didn't really happen that way. So a little over a year ago, September of 23 is when this started, the talks about doing this, and then we launched February 24 was our launch date. So we've been doing events, regular programming and events since March, so just over a year.
Okay, so how many people are a part of the CEP of Bellevue?
So we have over 100 partners now.
Do you really?
Yes, and it's growing. The great thing about being a part of the Bellevue CEP is you're automatically a part of the Ocala Metro CEP too, and CEP partners, if they're part of the Ocala Metro, they're part of Bellevue. So we really want to create that connectivity of community because from Bellevue to Ocala, it's right at 10 miles to the city,
And they're
the
starting
center of
to
the city.
connect.
Yes, and the growth of our community is causing so much, the population growth is causing that connectivity, right? And so businesses, that just service one area or the other don't really exist, right?
Mm-hmm.
So most of the businesses that are partnering want to grow on a larger scale, just not small. They're wanting to grow. They're wanting to connect and be a part of the community as a whole.
So what type of programs does the Bellevue CEP offer?
Okay, so pretty much the exact same as what we're doing in the Ocala Metro. We're using all of we don't have an office there yet, so we use the staff that we have. So I'm the person out in the community promoting and growing it. And then we use the staff at the Ocala CEP to help me to take care of things. But as far as programming, we have our monthly events. We have a monthly breakfast.
In Bellevue?
In Bellevue. So,
okay, where is that located
We
at?
hold that at Bellevue High School. It's called Bellevue on the Rise. We partner with the school in order to put this breakfast on. The Culinary program does the breakfast for us. The junior ROTC does a presentation of the colors to start our program, and the student ambassadors are welcoming everybody. It has created such a connectivity to the community at our breakfast. They always we have a spot where they present. So they were telling us all about the graduating class this morning, and just we get a rundown of where that is going on there. And then our presenter this morning was Deputy Chief Robert Graff from Marion County Fire Rescue. So giving us an update of what the fire rescue is doing, right, in their paramedicine program. It was unique to hear from him that one of the busiest fire stations in our county is the Belleview Fire Station.
Really?
Much like the most used park in Marion County is the Bellevue Sports Complex.
Oh. And where is that located? I don't even know where that is.
That's right in Bellevue, and it's a park that is co-owned by the city of Bellevue and Marion County, managed and operated by the county. But it is, so Bellevue, it is growing. It is, a lot of population, but businesses too. I mean, we've got a lot of businesses that are coming to Bellevue. And
are you trying to target new businesses or special businesses like healthcare or manufacturing? What's that looking like?
Being a chamber, we're wanting to promote the economic opportunities for all businesses, and we're wanting those to, make sure that all businesses have that support. As far as business growth, we're not really targeting. Businesses are seeing our community growing, and they're wanting to be a part of it. We've got businesses all the time that are, looking at our community, not just Bellevue, but the community as a whole,
Sure.
right? And that's where we have our whole economic development team. That's why we are the Chamber and Economic Partnership.
Right.
So with businesses that are looking at the area, or as far as healthcare or whatever it is, yes, we want those businesses to be here if it works for them, right? And that team takes care of that.
Right. Okay. And I've seen some emails come through for business after hours.
Yes.
And you have that.
So we have, and that goes back to what programming we
Yes.
have. So we have the breakfast, we have the after hours, just like the Ocala Metro, we have the Bellevue Business After Hours. And so we have that on the fourth Thursday of every month. And usually average about 200 plus business people there.
That's
at those
impressive.
Events. Yes, and it is always great opportunities for connecting and networking, right? And then we also have our educational series that we put on, and we've partnered with South State Bank for that. And so the last one we did was beginning of May. We had a educational one on networking. We had right at 25 or 30 people there, and it was all about how to network, right? Like how to keep how to keep a conversation going, or how to end a conversation. What is your introduction? And working on that, helping people to really hone in on their networking skills, so that when they go to these events, they don't feel out of place, that they're
Right.
able to network and make those connections.
Right. So what else does Bellevue have to offer?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, one of the things that the city, right now that we're working on with the city of Bellevue, I'm very excited about a grant program that they've rolled out called Beautify Bellevue. And they've partnered with the Chamber in order to be able to promote this grant. And it is all about helping businesses that want to beautify their facilities, their buildings, within city limits. And so there's an opportunity for them to get reimbursed $2,500 for their project, and we're the ones promoting that for the city. They're administering it and taking care of all of that stuff, but it's those partnerships that we're really working on creating in the community, and this is a good example of one of those.
That's great. Do they have like a city council?
Yes, Bellevue has its own government, and there's city commission, and then they have the mayor, Christine Dubkowski, and the commissioners.
So where do you think this is going to go?
So our plan mimics the chamber's plan as well, right?
Okay.
We're following that same because that plan that we have, that more moving forward plan, is all about our community as a whole, right? The county, the Ocala Metro. And so with that, we're following that same plan and moving forward. We're making sure that it is prosperous for not just Ocala or certain parts, but it is a community-wide thing, a county-wide.
All right. So tell me, what haven't I asked you that you thought I would, or what is something that you want to get out there to let people know about?
I want people to know that we have a lot more opportunities for businesses to get connected and get engaged. If they're looking for growth in our community, come to our events. Check it out. Be a part of it. I keep getting told, I hear all the time how wonderful things are going, and everybody sees all of the excitement. It is exciting, and I want everybody to be a part of that, right? Like our breakfast this morning at Bellevue High School, our Bellevue on the Rise breakfast is my favorite event. I want you to be there.
I need to go.
I want you to come. Be my guest. I want everyone to see what we're doing, and that's where the more people that we can get involved and connected, just being a part of it, right? And that's where, it used to be that your community was the area where the children in your home or your community, the area they could play, right? How far could they go in a day's time and still be home at night? That used to be our community. Community has grown because of technology, because of transportation. We don't have limits to how far really we can travel in a day's time now, right? Like we can go a couple hours. But yet we're talking about our community as far as a county. And so, yeah, the villages aren't that far away,
no, it's not.
Right? I mean, you as a realtor, you cover a large area, right? That is our community. And so the more connected that we can be, the more that we can share what we've got going on, right? Like one of the things that I like talking about is I love hearing stories about how the chamber has supported people or how it has helped businesses. And that excites me, right? That's what keeps us going, and seeing the community partnerships that are coming together. Pat Myers Electric recently partnered with the city of Bellevue to light up the pavilion at Lake Lillian and around the lake with, they installed a light pole and lighting, and that all came together because of our events, like the connection of the partnerships. Pat Myers, the owner of Pat Myers Electric, was asking, hey, how can we help? And now they did it, right? It all came together. They donated they donated the materials and the labor to the city of Bellevue to be able to do this. That's awesome.
And that's why we love where we live, right?
Right. And Betty with Greg Smith Automotive, Betty Otero, she spearheaded and organized the car show for Founders Day with the city of Bellevue. That, again, a partnership that started through the chamber, and seeing those kind of things on a daily basis, hearing those stories of partners working together that would have never worked together, or wouldn't have known to work together. I've got lots of those stories, and that's exciting.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for sharing some of these stories today, and I hope everybody gets the feeling that we all need to start participating more in Bellevue. Go down and take a look.
Yes.
Come see what's going on.
Our events are on the 4th week of the month, so 4th Tuesday, 4th Thursday. Come be my guest.
Great. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks to Joe for joining us today, and we look forward to being with you once again next month on Discover Ocala, presented by Showcase Properties of Central Florida.
Discover Ocala is presented by Showcase Properties of Central Florida. As an independent brokerage firm for over 2 decades, Showcase Properties has helped customers throughout Central Florida achieve their real estate goals. Showcase Realtors offer expertise in a variety of property types and price points, and their services go beyond just buying and selling. Visit showcaseocala.com to connect with a dedicated local realtor and start your unique real estate journey today. We also want to thank you, the listener, for taking time to discover Ocala with us. We hope you enjoyed this month's episode, and if you did, please consider leaving us a review or rating wherever you're listening, or even telling a friend about us. If you have any questions on other organizations, individuals, or events you'd like to see covered in future episodes, you can get in touch with us directly at discoverocala@showcaseocala.com. See you next month.